Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily 1-hour political tarot readings on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here, and this is my co-host, the positive energy generator, Boo-Boos and Kitty. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. And you just, I was actually just, as I was setting up, I was about halfway through Cash's latest video. So, which is quite good, as always, Speaking of, I'll just throw in here, I was fortunate enough to talk to Sienna last night briefly. She's doing well, and I'm missing her videos. Kirsten Langston, for those who don't know, she's just like, I'm on vacation. Just, you know, this energy, oh my gosh, this is way too low. This energy is hard on everybody. It really is. So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is really getting to me, you are not alone. Trust me on that. Everybody's just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, but we have to, and things will get better. Okay. All right, so usually I spend the first 10 or 15 minutes getting your questions. If you have a political question, please just put it in the chat in all caps. And if you are watching a replay of this later, then you can always go down to the first pinned comment. Will be a list of the questions. It's also in the description box. A list of today's questions I covered and time-stamped, so you can just click on the numbers and go straight to what you're interested in. If I don't get your question or I don't acknowledge you, it is never anything personal. I promise. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not. Yeah, I would feel terrible if I thought your feelings were being hurt. It's never. That is the opposite, absolute opposite of my intention here. Okay, and we have the best moderators on the internet. I just want to mention that. Seriously, thank you. And the last thing, 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. Okay, and one of the things I was going to start doing, but you've got to let me know if this is okay with you. Over on Patreon, I will put up a post right after this because I really want to give patrons credit for just welcoming new patrons and saying thank you to older patrons, and just spread some love. But you may not want me using your name or what have you. So after this, I'm going to go over to Patreon. I'll put up a post, and you can let me know if you don't want me to use your name, or I can use first names, or I can use your whole name, whatever you would like, okay? So, because I really want to thank you guys. And I'm also considering maybe having another, what do you call it? Anything but politics reading for patrons. So I don't normally talk about, Kirsten Langston calls it Patronia. I don't normally talk about Patronia, but I want you to know how appreciative I am, and that's important. So that's really my intent here. But anyway, all right, we have a positive energy generator. By the way, I have the cutest picture of him ever. Quite possibly one of the cutest pictures of a cat ever taken. I'll be putting that up soon. It's like, it will floor you with its cuteness. You will have trouble finding a cuter photograph in all of kitty kind. So, oh, happy belated birthday, Kathy. So. All right, so let me scroll up here and let's have a look Oh, and the nails today are courtesy of my mother. Turn this on for a second. She absolutely loved these. She's like, these are the nails for you. These are the nails for you. So I was like, okay. So these are mom's choice. So anyway. Alrighty. I turned it off. You don't need to go. All right, let me scroll up. Hello, Kristen from Uncover the News. Is there an event or leak that will push Trump over the edge? Question, kind of question I always like. Newsflash, I don't like the guy. I know that will come as a shock to you, and I'm sure you feel completely differently. Uh-huh. But put that there, and copy. There we go. Okay, let me see here. Oh yeah, the Ruth. Oh, Justice Ginsburg. Sorry. Yeah, she's Justice Ginsburg. It came out today that she has been undergoing chemotherapy, and she is. Will you excuse me if I use a mild swear word? She is a badass. She really is. Turns out, oh, she's not going through it now. No, she started going through chemotherapy last May. And she's going bi-weekly. She just didn't tell anybody. She just... And she says she's perfectly fine to be on the court. Thank you very much. It's just like... Dang, lady. You are made of steel. That is awesome. So anyway, Cindy's asking, how many SCOTUS judges will retire after inauguration in 2021? We need to ask how she's doing, and yeah. So this is a good time for Scottish. That would be what, the Scottish, the Supreme Court, Scottish, the SCOTUS. Let's ask about Justice Ginsburg, and then we'll ask about how many justices retiring in 2021. Okay. Anything in all caps? Steve, hello, Steve. Linda G. and Sterling have always said RBG will be fine through the change of administration. Yes, and that's what I've got too, but we should look. Okay. Kristen's asking, will covering up the illness data blow up in Trump admin's face? Yeah, didn't as soon as some isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't it come out that as soon as some information was transferred from CDC to White House or something, it disappeared? Some of it disappeared, or so, I don't know the details, but it was like, whew, yikes. Okay, Steve. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, good boy. He's so soft. Okay, Steve. Comments on the secret, undefined military groups grabbing people off the streets of Portland. Oh dear. Lincoln Project tweet. Unidentified military are kidnapping protesters in Portland. Really? Absolutely, I'll look at it. I'm sighing because it's like, really? Oh boy. All right, it's on the list. I'm just, oh. Renee, hi, Autumn and Kitty. Another breaking. Kristen is on it. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp slams Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom's mask mandate. I refuse to sit back and watch as disastrous policies threaten the lives and livelihoods of our citizens. Yes, Yes, I heard about that this morning. Yeah, it's in a major health crisis. There, he's not going to have much of a leg to stand on. It really came to a head, and he's taking, I believe it's him, taking other people to court because I want to say Trump went through there, or someone in Trump's administration went through. Somebody important to Trump went through there and didn't wear a mask, and now the governor's trying to raise a stink and to how dare you question the. It's stupid. What happened to Sienna? Lords should be the one to answer better than I. I just know that there are a number of readers who have basically reached a point. I'm not saying she has. I'm just saying there are a number of readers who have just they are so deeply into the energy day after day after day after day that they need a break. And I understand it. I mean, I have my daily live stream, but I don't do private readings. And I don't do, this is a part-time gig for me. This isn't, the other day when I made my contribution to feedingamerica.org for second quarter, that amount was 10% for the 3 months. That wasn't like a monthly thing that I get. So, yeah, so I don't think I'm as immersed in this for as many hours as some of these other readers are. And any number of them have just said, you know what, I need to be on vacation, and I don't blame them. I know of at least two. I'm sure there are more, but they're cutting back on their hours, or I mean, the energy's just really, really hard right now. So anyway, but it's specifically what she's doing, I don't know. You'd have to ask her. Crystal Terra Apothecary, was the hack yesterday an inside job? They're saying basically they got someone to let them in, and for money. It was pretty much what happened. Roughly what happened is in the news. So I don't know that I could contribute much to that. Okay, Hazel's asking, will we have a depression? Oh dear. What would be the ramification of a depression? There are many, many books about the Great Depression. Actually, there is, I've got to tell you, I won't get up to go get it, but I actually have a book here that it's a diary from the 1930s where a man was writing. It was just day-to-day life living through the Great Depression. But it wasn't like a huge seller or anything like that, because he was okay. It wasn't all great. He was very much alarmed. People were the pass books. When you had, back in the day, for all you youngsters, like I was alive then, not even close, but back in the 30s, and actually up until really the computer era, to be honest, you'd have these pass books. They were about roughly about that big, maybe a little bit smaller, and or whatever size they were. But you'd open them up, and it would have written down like the amount in your checking account or your savings account, and it was, you didn't write that. The bank wrote it. And so your passbook was actually, because this was your ability to access your account and it showed how much was in your account, people were selling their passbooks for pennies on the dollar just to get enough money to eat, because banks were failing. And I mean, there were all kinds of things back then that we don't, times have changed, technology's changed. There's all kind of, the ramifications are deep and wide. But I will have a look at, will we have a depression? Pretty sure I already posted that. Yes. Okie dokie. Robin, will the Georgia governor frivolous lawsuit fail against the mayor? Okay, well, you guys seem to really want to know, so I'm going to look at it. Because I'm here. I'd be doing some of these readings anyway, but I'm really here to help you sleep better at night. And that's kind of what I think it's what I think I'm doing here. If it's not working, let me know. Okay, seconding Steve's question. Okay, so it's on the list. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, got that on the list. And all right. And, oh, it jumped. Last thing I saw was Kathy. Where? Come on. Oh, goodness. Come on, YouTube, work with me here. All right, I've lost some questions. I'm so sorry. Debbie, Debbie's asking, will Americans across the nation protest against Trump as we get close to the election? Sure, I'll ask. And I like that yeah, she put a person emoji and then just like a whole bunch of people. So it's like a whole bunch of people. It's very cute. Okay, so there's that, and okay, got that. Reading on her. Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Autumn. I love the pumpkin emoji. Could you please ask whether the U.S. public will hear anything more about the counterintelligence investigation? Which one? Please let me know which investigation you're talking about. Oh, Crystal Terra Apothecary, Maddow Show was amazing last night. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was must-see television. Whew. Let me put a couple question marks there. All right, so I'm going to start with, you know what? I'm going to start with the Supreme Court and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and then I'll go on to Trumpy. Yeah, okay, all right. Will there be a commission looking into Trump's crimes if Biden wins? Yes, there are going to be multiple. There are going to be committees, and yeah, I've just picked up it's just mushrooms coming out suddenly. We're just like, oh, we have grass, there's nothing here, and then suddenly, whoosh, investigations, hearings into this and that and this other, and it's like, whoa. So that's what I've been getting for ages, and it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. So don't worry about the virus. Eat more beans. I like that, Allison. I like that a lot. Sheila. Hello, Sheila. Celtic Tarot. Hello, Autumn. Love the emojis. Happy Friday. This is what we've come to. Yes, indeed. All right. So we are at almost 19, I think. So we'll start with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the incomparable, the amazing. I read on her recently. It was either yesterday, day before. It was in the last. I know I read on Justice Ginsburg in the last few days. Recently, anyway. And oh my gosh, everything hurt. Everything ached. But she's tough. She's tough as nails. She has good people working for her. And what I got before was that she, when she's really just at the lowest ebb, we all get there. When you're 87, you get there a little sooner, but we all get there, that low ebb. There's this wonderful thought that it's like, you know what, all I have to do is just sit here and just keep breathing And every breath that that woman takes is a poke in the eye to Trump. Talk about resistance. Every single breath is a big blank you to Trump. And I did say blank. No, I don't swear on the channel. So, she's great. All right, let me read on these, and I'll if I have time, I'll take some more questions a bit later. Sorry. All right. God bless you, woman. Yeah, everything hurts. Same. But she's a fighter. Is she going to be okay? Is she going to be... I think even she just wants to be okay through the end of January. Yeah, I get the feeling it's like as soon as there's a Democratic president, certainly if there's Democratic control of the Senate, boom. Let's see what the cards have to say. She's like, I'm going home. Bye. And she will be hailed for it. She's that woman's going down in history. She really is. And there's so much goodwill flowing toward her. All right, let me turn this light back on. Hello, sweetness. How are you, cutie? All right, Knight of Pentacles. Well, we know McConnell and the others want to actively replace her. We know that. How are you, good boy? How are you? Oh, you have the positive energy. You are the good boy. We need your energy now. Yes, we do. We need your energy. We need your energy, precious one. Because you're the good boy and you're just a big old sweetheart. Yes, you are. You are a big old sweetheart. Good boy. Okay, they actively, they want to replace her. The Moon. Page of Cups. Oh, center of the reading. Strength. Could that be any more appropriate? Let me have a shuffle, Mom. Exactly. You're so good. You're on the cards, but you're so good. You are precious. You are the precious one. Yes, you are. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess. Whew. We are in the midst of a legend. Wheel of Fortune. This doesn't even feel like an end. This just feels like a legend carrying on through time. She's great. Higher Wisdom, Major Arcana, Strength, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. And boy, it frustrates the Republicans. She's still there. But she's going to be replaced with someone quite young. A Democrat. Democratic leading justice, but who's quite young. So, yep, that feels wonderful. And just the frustration she has caused McConnell and Trump and all of them, just by existing, by refusing to give in, by refusing them. Catherine, last thing Senator Byrd did before he left office was to authorize Volume 5 Counterintelligence Report from the Senate Intelligence Committee. Going to bed now, we'll watch replay tomorrow. Well, okay, let me add that to the list because I did ask for you to give me that. I want to make sure I get this in here. Um, there we go. Okay, she's and rest well, rest well. I want to say that you're in Australia, but yeah, this energy for Ruth Bader Ginsburg is wonderful. The energy is really good, and she is steel. Oh, Lords is saying I keep losing my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to watch later. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, and I don't know if I'll be able to get, where are we? We're at like 26. I don't know if that I'll be able to get like a number. How many Supreme Court justices will retire after Inauguration Day? 20, yeah. I think it's 26. I don't know that I'm going to get an exact number, but let me see what I can pick up on how many new Supreme Court justices basically are going to retire or leave in some way in the next president's term. They're all tired. They have very good people working for them, but there's so much. And Gorsuch and Kavanaugh, oh, sorry, I like beer. For anybody who's new around here, there's a guy who makes gaming videos, and the channel's called Gray Still Plays. His name is Gray. He still plays, even though he's probably nearly my age, he still plays video games, and he makes a ton of money doing it because he's funny. And one of the things is he creates these characters in The Sims 4, and he gives them the silliest names. And one of them was just a character who spawned, and the way the game created her, she was wearing a really long shirt that went down practically to her knees, but that was kind of it. And so he named her I Forgot My Pants, and that was her name. So if he can do that, then Kavanaugh around here has become I Like Beer. That's his name. I Like Beer. So, oh, Harry's mom, Cash, just read on I Like Beer, and he fell off the bus. Oh, that's funny. I got halfway through the video, so I haven't seen the details. But all right, is there going to be like a major turnover at the Supreme Court in 2021, 22, 23, 24? Oh my gosh, the energy in like 1923 feels so much nicer. I'm not saying we're not going to have any problems, but oh my gosh, the energy. Whew. It's just better. It's like, oh wait, that's right. I haven't thought about the president today. I haven't thought about the craziness. Let's see here, because I don't have to. Breaking, Justin Amash confirms he won't run for re-election for his House seat. Isn't he Republican? Okay. Nine of Cups. Yeah, it takes, this is reminding me that, there was somebody, when Kavanaugh voted with the others against some super right-wing thing, there was a group who were angry, and they said that they spent $10 million to get him into that Supreme Court justice seat. And this is merchants, and it's expensive. It's expensive to get people there, and that seems ridiculous. But oh, he's independent. former Republican, left the party, independent, leaving the House. Bye. Oh, well, I don't like the death card there. Ten of Pentacles. Star right in the middle. King of Swords. Justice. Ding. End card is Justice. This is good. I'm getting the rats on the sinking ship, and I get Pentacles for Republicans. This death card, I'll have to ask for a qualifier. This has something to do with this. Republicans, the rats leaving the sinking ship. And we get hope. And there's a King of Swords, and that's like that's an investigator. I used to get this card from Mueller. And then we get true justice. So maybe it's they really are going to look into Kavanaugh. I like beers. History. And did he have some nice little gambling debts that happened to go poof? What is this death card? Is that one of our justices passing away, or is this the death of? Yeah, it doesn't feel like we're going to have another far right Supreme Court justice for a long time. Is what that feels like. But let me make sure it's not just wishful thinking. I do love the emojis. Rats sinking. Yep. Yes. Okay, what's going on with this death card? Emperor. Oh, so it is about Trump. The far right is going to fall so far out of power. Oh, yay! Three of Wands. What you put out into the world will come back to you. Page of Swords. There's Trump the bully. I mean, just he looks mean. I mean, look at him. He looks like Trump looked when he was in that military academy, which he was sent to because he was such a bully. Look at that. Two of Pentacles. And all this stuff coming back. Oh, it's going to come back hard, too. Whoo, it's going to come back hard. This is, the Two of Pentacles is very unsteady energy. I mean, it's nice that they have a rainbow between the two, but this card is all about, it's not nice. He's soaking wet. There's this huge storm. There's lightning in the background. The water's turbulent. It's not nice. It's very unsteady energy. And so what I've got when I asked about the Death card, the Ten of Pentacles, rats on the sinking ship, and that's specific to this deck, because normally Ten of Pentacles is the Trump dynasty, or a dynasty. Matter of fact, isn't the cover, it might actually be the cover on tomorrow's live stream is a dynasty card. It's the Ten of Pentacles. But anyway, so for that, for qualifying, what is that about? Let's review. Oh my gosh, that Page of Swords has total young Trump face ick. Yes, Pink, I agree. Emperor. Karma returning. Because he's such a bully and he's so awful, and it damages the Republicans for a long time coming. And there's hope. That's the Star card. Investigations, and then we get true justice. So is that is Kavanaugh going to be? Actually, I should just ask that on its own. I'll ask about Gorsuch and Kavanaugh. Yeah, it feels like Ginsburg. basically, you know, she might, if the weather isn't too bad, she might go to, it's like she might go to the inauguration, so that as soon as like Biden's sworn in or something, she's like, "Congratulations, Mr. President. Here's my letter of resignation." Oh. Politicians are not they're not inherently, let's put it this way. When it comes to politicians, I don't think that we should necessarily give them the benefit of the doubt like we would to a teacher. You know, someone who is you know, really giving of themselves and spending their own money to, you know, just do everything they can for children. When it comes to politicians, it's like a little skeptical right off the bat. Oh, it's a politician, all right. And considering that's kind of what I do here as I read on politicians, I don't expect much. The bar is quite low. And I don't know that any of them are sainted, let me tell you. But at the same time, Joe Biden's energy is pretty good. It really is. It's not perfect. It's not, I'm not saying, but his energy's like, he actually cares about people. And after reading on Trump for 4 or 5 years, he may as well be Mother Teresa. He may as well be, you know, the Dalai Lama. But, all right. Breaking Supreme Court's dealt a major blow to ex-felons' voting rights. So they're not gonna let felons vote. Well, that stinks, but okay. Kavanaugh. All right, I like beer. And for the record, I would like to mention that the funniest Saturday Night Live skit, one of the top funniest skits I've ever seen was Matt Damon's Brett Kavanaugh. That was, in that initial, what? That was hysterical. So, are you out? Was it fun while it lasted? Because you're out of here? Four of Swords. Well, right now, it's quiet as a tomb. Right now, he thinks he's secure. Ditto R.E. Matt Damon. Excellent. Okay, why is my... Hang on a second, this is odd. I'm okay, but hang on. I'm getting a weird... Suddenly I'm getting this weird feeling in my chest. Is he gonna get sick? Odd. Okay, Hierophant. Okay, so the establishment, the institution. Knight of Cups. Some Democrats actively, you know, looking at things, making moves. Okay, the merchants, I got this before, this is all the people, the foundations and what have you, who spend millions of dollars to get their own agendas. Queen of Cups, but there's so many Democrats throughout the government in positions of power. And Republicans, they, you know, their power, they were rats that went down with Trump's sinking ship. Okay. So what happens to Kavanaugh? Why have I suddenly got a tickle in my throat? And my My lungs, I'm fine. Like I said, I'm fine. I was fine until 3 minutes ago, and I'll be fine after I stop reading this. This is just weird. I don't wish illness on him. I honestly don't. I don't I don't think I don't think a nightmare should be forced on anyone. Brett. Is he going to lose his seat on the court? Are they going to remove him? Knight of Swords. Oh, those are some investigations. Investigators. Two of Cups, there's a partnership. 10 of Wands, it's a burden. Temperance. What is temperance? If he's a Supreme Court Justice, he's a Supreme Court Justice. It's not like they can go, oh, well, we're going to take away some of your power. No, he's a Supreme Court Justice. He's on the court or he's not. He has an equal say or he doesn't. Losing seat, losing voice, could be. What is this temperance? There's something problematic about a burden he was carrying and a partnership he made, which brings me back. I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm wondering if there are some rumors about some debts that were paid off. If those rumors are true. But what is this temperance card when it comes to I like beer? Seven of Pentacles. All right, he's done some work on the court. Yeah. Ace of Wands. 8 of Cups. King of Cups. Okay, I don't know if he's going to be removed from the court, but I do think he's going to his voice is going to get buried. I think that there's going to be such a move to the left on the court that at minimum, he's going to be just in the background like Charlie Brown's teacher. Yeah. I don't know that there's this temperance card, but I'm not getting a clear. The temperance might be that there are just so many other. There eventually end up so many other liberal justices. Well, or compared to him, who isn't? So there's something. He won't have the power. Oh, there was some talk. I don't know if it's true. Let me do a reading. Sorry, I don't mean to keep getting sidetracked. Let me just throw a few cards. There was some talk about possibly adding more justices, so there's like more than 9. But oh, I know Linda G's been sure about this. She's amazing. Let me see here. Are they going to add an additional number of judges? Strength. Hanging Man. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. No. No, I don't think so. The strength feels like it's the strength of precedent that's been set. Brett K will work for Brewskis. I like that. That was good, Pink. Hanging Man, it's like if they add more people, it just causes more difficulty and confusion, and it's hard enough to communicate back and forth. And I'm not feeling they're going to add more justices, but you know, no reader's 100% correct. Not even the amazing, wonderful, unbelievably talented Linda G. Nobody's 100% correct, but she's so good. She's so good. And I'm certainly not. And I don't know. There are no readers who are 100% correct. So, but it's generally, if there's a consensus amongst the different readers, that's usually what happens. Dave, I may get to that, but I've got to nip through some of these other questions. 46. I got sidetracked. 46. Okay, is there an event? More justices. Okay, is there an event or leak that pushes Dumpty off the edge? Off his great wall, he's thinking he's the king, but he's not. He's just a rotten egg. Sorry, I'm just going to sit here and laugh at my own joke. Dumpty. Let's see here. Is something going to happen? Hey, Dumpty, how's it going? I feel like I just kind of plop myself down on the couch in the Oval Office and like looking into a, you know, candy dish nearby or something. It's like, so, how's it going? Gosh, Kelsey, I know this will shock you. Really, hold on to something stable. He feels angry. Surprise. So, something coming that's going to push you off the edge. Years ago, oh my gosh, that I don't know why that reminded me. I'm just going to throw random comedic things at you. There's an old skit by Emo Phillips about there was a man about to jump off a bridge and he went up to try to save him. Very funny. Anyway, it reminded me of that. King of Pentacles. I'm not sure. Okay, let me wait on that. That's definitely a leader in the Republican Party. It's King of Pentacles. Yeah. Hanging Man again. Ace of Wands. Fool. Huh, guess who that is? Nine of Wands. I've been getting the Nine of Wands for Trump specifically. Usually it's a card of trauma. It's a card of, you know, like kind of PTSD or what have you. But for Trump, I've been getting the Nine of Wands as being like the Republicans forming a wall to protect him. But right here, this card here, feels like all of those people gathered together and one trying to respectfully drop to one knee to say, we are departing, basically, in a very nice way. We're done here. And it's like they just step out of the way, and the actual powers of the institutions can actually come into play. So definitely the Hangman in this, this is definitely the right deck to have used today. I was drawn to use it, and now I know why. This Hangman has a whole lot of money being shaken out of his pockets, and a very sharp action being taken. And this is King of Pentacles. This is Trump as the corrupt businessman. That's in his guise of a corrupt businessman. He's a fool. Basically, I think things are going to come out about Trump. I wonder, let me ask if they're going to be actual indictments. But it's going to get so bad that what's going to push him over the edge is when McConnell and the others are basically effectively saying, farewell, my liege, kind of. Yes, Harry's mom. I read on that earlier. So yeah, she's a trooper. Okay, so is Trump actually going to be indicted before the election? Probably in a state court, New York State or something. Is Trump going to be indicted before the election? Indicted before the election. A lot of this stuff is already done. They just need the official paperwork. I keep getting the same thing. A lot of this isn't like, oh, this will take time. No, they've got it. Like, they've got it set. They just need the official document, and they can just go to a judge. Page of Wands, so communication. Whew, what a communication that would be. Five of Cups, disappointment, justice. All right, so far, definitely, we've been very disappointed with justice. I bid you leave. Exactly. This helps me learn my card meanings. Oh, good, I'm glad. High Priestess is, this is the card of higher wisdom or secrets. Grand jury. What would be more of a higher wisdom plus secrets? A grand jury. Ho. King of Cups. Oh, that's not a Republican. That would be a Sivance type. And Seven of Wands, that's someone having to go on the defensive. Oh, I've got a grand jury right in the middle of this. And so far justice has been denied, but oh goodness. Is this on the defensive? Is this Trump being indicted before the election? I'm getting two cards. And these three. Ten of Swords, so all the swords in Trump's political back. Knight of Cups. All right, so like I said, they've got things set, and the Democrats they're ready. They're actually ready to move to really push the political swords down into Dumpty's back. Political, it's non-violent. I like that, T. Jones. Two of Swords, decisions, Chariot, moving quickly. Do we move? Quite often they'll say, yes, well, we don't, even on a state level, they'll be like, we don't want to get involved with elections. No, decision to move. Six of Pentacles. Why have I got the generosity card and I get Pentacles for the Republicans? What are they going to do? What is that? What is that? Decision to move quickly. What is the Six of Pentacles? Again, two cards. There's some meaning about two. Three of Wands. Burden. All right, this is what Trump has done in the past coming back around, and this is the card I get for, basic clerks carrying huge amounts of paperwork into court. And back and forth in the lawyers' offices, and just this is court stuff. Ace of Swords, so Sword of Truth. Eight of Wands, a whole lot of it coming at Trump, at the Emperor. Okay, that makes sense. So why is it? What is this? Oh, this is sorry, I just closed my eyes and I got the mental image of the Rider-Waite deck. This is, where was that thing about the taking my leave, my liege? That might have been in the other reading. Yeah, this is the Republicans being like, oh yeah, we support him. Yeah, I got a thing. Yeah, it's really supporting. Uh-huh. Yeah. So where are we going for lunch? That's what that feels like. Just yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, this feels good. Oh, this feels good. Oh, let's bottle this up. That feels like Mr. Vance. And boy, oh boy. Apparently, who knew? That's my card for the grand jury. Makes sense. Secret higher wisdom. Is there evidence to indict? I like it. I like it. Okay. Archie Bunker is smarter and less racist than... Oh, Deb, I can't repeat that, but it's humorous. Hell, let's just say Rumpled Dumpty. Yeah, we'll just call him Rumpled Dumpty. Asking for a friend. I don't know. Okay, let me see. How much time have we got left? Okay, we're at 56 and a bit, so let's say 56 and a half. Okay, will covering up the CDC, the data that should be going to the CDC, is covering that up the way the White House is trying to do? Is that going to blow up in Trump's face? Did you guys hear Kayleigh Cockamamie at a press conference talking about how that the schools need to reopen and science shouldn't stand in the way of that happening? Really? Really? I will, Kat. I'll get there. But, really? Science shouldn't get in the way of the schools reopening? And then she said, and the science backs the schools fully reopening. I was like, what? No, it does. You're, what? Yeah, she's one of those lying, talking heads. That's... I think the hard part is now, because what she used to do is she would say what she had to say really firmly, that the Republican side is absolutely right, and then if the other side was like, excuse me, she would immediately, back when she was just on Fox News or wherever else, she would just immediately say, but what about on your side with such and such, and just push this Republican talking point. Well, she can't do that anymore. She tried that when she first became press secretary, but it doesn't work, because literally the journalists in the reporters in the press room literally just said to her, it's not my job to answer questions about things. That's, so are you going to answer what I asked you? And it really just now, basically she's stuck where all that happens is her words are actually listened to. And then you can see how nonsensical they are. But, all right. There, it should be shuffled. Is the the White House trying to vanish the trying to disappear, I believe is the official word, trying to disappear the CDC data, or data that should have gone to the CDC. So all that going to blow up in Trump's face, politically. The sun, oh, it's all going to come out. There's no way. They can't keep it quiet. Nope, there's no way. They can't keep it quiet. There are too many people that know things. There are other people going to be gathering information. Yeah, too many people be like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. The White House is actually, there is a sense of celebration that they could get away with saying, no, information goes to the White House, not the CDC. They expected more pushback. They expected people to be like, are you nuts? And we're not doing it. But no, they're kind of, so it's like, hey, we're getting away with this, and we can make it say whatever we want it to say. World, center of the reading. Two of Wands, it's a card of, that is the card of, the Page of Wands is actually more the messenger. This is the card of communication, and then the Four of Pentacles, which is the miser. So they're going to try, they're happy they're getting away with it. They're like, yes, okay, we're going to lie. And then they communicate lies, and they're miserly with what they do release. But the whole world can see what's happening. Yes, we're lying, we're lying, we're lying, we're lying. Yeah, good for you. We have eyes, and we have relatives who've passed on, and immediate family members who passed on. So, but does this actually blow up in his face, or is it just a one more thing? Page of Pentacles. No, I wonder if they're trying to make money off this information. I guess we'll find out. Chariot. Six of Pentacles. Tower. It's not going to work. They're gonna try to do it for a while, but it's not going to work. I've got a Tower card. Breaking. Trump campaign channeled nearly $400,000 to his private businesses in 2 days. Yeah. Friday. Day ends in Y. Yeah, it's a day ending in Y. Infuriating. Infuriating. But, I've had multiple requests for this Portland situation, so I'm going to read on that. 63, and then I might be able to squeeze in one more question. Okay, 63. Unidentified military are kidnapping protesters in Portland. Let me see if I can reach out for this energy. Lincoln Project. I'm trusting you guys that you're not just trolling me. Unidentified military. All right. Unidentified military kidnapping protesters in Portland. Trust me, Autumn, I wish I was. I hear you. Federal Secret Police. Well, let me see. Protesters being kidnapped. Do we know anything more about it? Like, are they like disappearing completely? Portland is both quaking and furious at the moment. Unidentified military. Who is it? Who's behind it? Okay, that's weird. All I'm getting a mental image of, I've explained to you guys how, the way I picture it, it's like we have, like, picture the ceiling above you, if it's flat, if your ceiling happens to be flat. and like there's a hole right above you, cut in the ceiling, about as wide as your body, kind of thing, and the energy from the top of your head, your crown chakra, goes straight up, and it passes through that hole, and your higher self, which is a great big ball of energy, is right there. That's your higher self. Your actual soul is way too big to actually fit into this body, into these physical bodies, but you've got a nice part of it here. And up around there is where your guides, at least in the way I picture it, your guides are right there, and they keep an eye on things, and they're sending you good energy, and sometimes they give you information if they can, and then if you go up onto that level and you walk, you can see everybody else's kind of higher selves and their guides, and all the guides kind of work together on that level to some extent. And so I asked about this, and suddenly I was up on that level and down a ways and looking down. It's like they're trying to show me something. But what I'm looking down on, it looks like a set, like a TV show, one of those Criminal Minds type shows. I don't know what I'm looking at. Let me see what I can pick up here. Star. Oh, but this is not a good star. This is a bad star. It's like it should be upside down, but it's not even like losing hope, or no, it's what these people believe in is their guiding star is not really a star. Autumn, are guides eating popcorn, watching the show, and calling out advice to the screen? Sometimes. That's fantastic. I love that. Yes, we are all on the screen of Mystery Science Theater. Chariot, Ace of Wands. I'm kidding. Six of Cups. World, Queen of Wands. All right. Well, this part's easy. This is This is quick movement, and this is quick action. Quick action. So that would be grabbing people. So are they actually disappearing? Because this is a card of, this is nostalgia, but it's also, this feels like a card of like brotherhood. They're actually disappearing. This is a card of brotherhood. Like, if it's not a literal family, it's a group that feels like family. Like they think they feel like family, or a brotherhood. That's a brotherhood. This is one of their mothers or wives, but it comes to a conclusion. This is the world. It comes to a big public, it feels like a public ending. And it has something to do with like a woman in the group, but the women don't have as much power or something like that. Or yeah, like even if it was like a family and they were brothers, the mother, it's like they worship her, but she's still a woman. So Blackwater, mercs go through combat together, get welded together. it's because of a woman that this comes to, and somebody in somewhere in the group, or on the edge of the group. So are we talking about mercenaries? Are we talking about misuse of some federal agency? Okay, let's do mercenaries or misuse of a federal agency, U.S. federal agency. All right, let me see here. Okay, it feels like it should be one of three things. Mercenaries, misuse of a federal agency, or something like a family. Yeah, some kind of actual, like, a group, like even like white supremacist groups, where they get their own compound. Cat Shepherd, yes, Trump sent mercenaries alongside Homeland Defense. Do you know that, or you're just all right, let's have a mercenaries, misuse of a U.S. agency or some kind of brotherhood group, family. All right, misuse of an agency. Feels like this should start here. Mercenaries, like your kind of Eric Princey type horrors. What a nasty piece of work he is. Overcompensate much, or some kind of, was it Branch Davidian or something? Who was Waco? What was Waco? Can I scream now? Yeah, but you probably, if you have pets, you're going to upset them, so you might not want to. Unless you're being kidnapped, in which case, please scream as loud as you can. It says they're government, not militia. Oh, okay, let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, they are right wing. Oh, man. Whoo, they are absolutely Knight of Pentacles. Right wing, active. Pentacles I get for Republican. They are as far right as you can get. Mercenaries. Let's start with mercenaries. Ace of Pentacles. Well, we know Prince has a ton of money at his disposal. Five of Wands, rancor. Well, this is people looking for rancor. Towers in the center. Ace of Cups, Judgment. These are people who like, this is right-wing people who like to fight. But I've got the Tower in the middle. Prince and his ilk, overflowing emotion and judgment this is, but also power of the start of more democratic power, which would go after people like Prince. Let me see what the other cards say. It's not, maybe, but it's not screaming at me. Let's go with brotherhood, militia. Uncover the news, Kristen, you beauty. Breaking, Supreme Court agrees to expedite order on Trump's tax returns. Yes. Yes. Oh, all right. Disgusting militia, group, brotherhood, something or other. Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Now they're small. Those are small potatoes. Small fries. They talk a big game, but it's quiet as a tomb. They may get a certain amount of money, but what they do is small potatoes. That's what I'm getting there. So some kind of misuse of government agencies. Full, Ace of Swords. Trump has tried, but he's run into problems. Four of Pentacles, Sun, Hermit. I'd say Hermit could be a kidnapping victim, but it's next to the Sun, and the center of this card is budget cuts. If this was a grand scheme, at the center of it wouldn't be budget cuts. Do you know what I mean? Or, you know, maybe the budget was cut, so they decided they'd go out on their own, but that Sun card doesn't feel, that Sun card feels like, no. So we're left with mercenaries. This is weird. What is this? This is officially weird. I know it doesn't help much, but man, does the strongest card here was this one, that Knight of Pentacles. It's like, how far right? It's like you don't even have a left side, you're so far right. Oh, bless. The King of Wands, well, that's Rumple Dumpty. Queen of Cups, Magician, Mercenary. Oh, look at that. I don't know why she's coming up as Queen of Cups. I think it might be because of the way Rumple Dumpty looks at women. But, you know, of Trump, and Eric Prince is DeVos's brother. It's legit. It was on Stephanie Miller's Morning About Portland. That would be an Eric Prince type and big scary vice. But Trump isn't strategic enough to do things like this on his own, or to, like, say, go take matters into your own hands, go take care of that. No, he basically just complains and complains and complains about something until somebody around him is like, oh, okay, so somebody needs to do something about that, and I'll look good to Trump if I do something about that. So then the Wicked Witch of the Desk, DeVos, she's talking to her brother. Maybe he does something, maybe he did something. I don't know. It doesn't feel strong. I don't. Oh. Sounds like they are picking up folks and placing them outside federal courthouses so they can be charged with federal crimes. Really? Unit is CIA controlled. Renfield Bar. Queen of Swords. Well, it's Trump is it if it's anything were to do with Trump, it's coming through somebody else. It's coming. There's a woman involved, and then there's the person, the man. It's the man. It is a man behind it. Moon, Seven of Wands, Emperor. Trump's feeling defensive. Investigations are closing in. Nine of Pentacles. He wants to keep hold of his wealth and perfect what he thinks is basically his ability to just be an awful human being on a global scale. Narcissism run free. The narcissism, it is him. So Yeah, they're definitely trying to silence the protesters. They know Oregon will tip blue. Well, Kat, doing this isn't going to help the cause on the right, but they're definitely far right. Felony can't vote. There aren't enough of them, though. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. It doesn't feel hugely well funded, whatever it is. It's not I know it's super far right. I don't know, but that's the strongest thing I got here. It's super far right. It's the people, the men doing it are it's like some kind of there's something about like brotherhood, and they're going to get caught. It's going to come to light eventually. So I don't have anything more specific. I'm so sorry. I haven't been more help, and I haven't been able to say aha, but I don't think Trump's going to get in trouble for it. Steve Bannon. Renee Rogers. Autumn, you are a lot of help. Oh, Renee, I really hope that isn't sarcastic. Autumn, you are a lot of help. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Thanks. White supremacists, Proud Boys, Aryan Nation, it's something, yeah. I'm not. Magician, again, there's one man behind it. Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands. Groups being monitored. Their communications are being monitored. They are disappointed. Their own beliefs are very. The white people are being brought to their knees. This feels like almost a crusade card. We must protect Christianity from the horde. That's the thank you, Renee. From the horde. And there's always funding for this kind of thinking. So oh, don't make that noise. Okay, good, it stopped. All right. So that is what I'm getting there. Let me, if we had a real defense secretary, we would be protected. Yes, Dave. Yes. So I'm so disappointed I'm so disappointed in myself when I don't get anything more specific. But that's just what I'm getting. I'm afraid that's all I'm picking up on. But all right. Supreme Court expediting the stuff. How awesome is that? Is it going to make any difference? Is it going to make a difference? Is it going to make a difference before the election that this happened today? Renee's saying maybe that's all we're supposed to know now. Yep. Could be. Is this going to make a difference before the election? Okay, I'm trying to move off my energy off of that, because there's part of me that's still puzzled. It's like, did I miss something? It's like, no, we're leaving that there. We're coming over here, and because the Supreme Court just expedited the paperwork and so that people like Cy Vance and the grand jury can move along with their subpoenas, which of course will make Trump's people try to take it back to court, but whatever. Is this ruling today by the Supreme Court about expediting all of this, is this going to make a difference before the election? Is it because of this that Trump is actually indicted in New York State, or some of the horrible things he's done actually are just like plastered all over everywhere, so that we get so the Democrats so the Republicans supporting Trump start stepping away in a big way. Roberts frustrates me. His energy frustrates me. His narrow-mindedness frustrates me. But his energy is a lot better than that stuff I was just reading on. Whew, 5 of Cups, disappointment. Oh, haven't we had disappointment? Seriously? 9 of Swords. Lover's card. 10 of Pentacles. Dynasty going down with the ship. Rats in the ship. 10 of Cups. Oh, those are happy Democrats. Hermit. Digging down into the depths. This is good. Oh, this is good. Trump has been really, really worried, losing sleep over who he has gotten in bed with financially. White House is blocking CDC officials from testifying next week at a hearing on reopening schools. Yeah, that'll go down well. But Trump's been trying to hide the money. The money's at the center of it. But what's going to happen is these subpoenas are going to go through, and then it's going to be, like I mentioned earlier, those kind of shows like Name It, where it's normally they're up in the offices investigating whatever, but now they need this information, so they've got to go out to the place or down into the bowels of the building where the archives are, and they're, just infinite archives, and we're going down into the archives to get all of the important stuff that's there. Oh, they're gonna go fishing. They're gonna go digging. They've got their light, and they've got their bottle of whatever, and whatever snakes the Trump's lawyers try to throw down, just smack it with your walking stick or just walk right over it. That's a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty. All right, I'm going to leave it there. All right, but I thank you for being here today, and seriously, thank you to our moderators. My gosh, you make this possible. You're amazing. Thank you. And I will be back tomorrow, and we'll read on more of this, and there are good days ahead. There really are. There are good days ahead. All right, so hang in there, okay? All right. Talk to you later. See you tomorrow. And let's just hope the Friday night news dump isn't that bad. Fingers crossed. All right. Have a good day, guys. Hang in there. See you tomorrow.